That block wasn't for you, it was for Andrew. I would never block you, but I would block Andrew, like that one time I blocked him. I'm trying to get a blanket. The floor under this desk is going to be ruined when I move out because I'm using a chair without wheels. Okay, friends defend you. Best friends block you. Hello, all. Evening, evening. Top of the evening to you. I wish I had just a spot for him. No. Not gonna happen. Oh well, he'll just sit right here. You'll know he's there in spirit. Okay, here's the plan, everyone. Because I'm sure you're dying to know. First, Steam's gonna update. Then Steam's gonna update. Then should have done this first, maybe. I'm looking at it now. Should have done this first, maybe. It's always Steam updates. I don't have any memes. I just have the one I already sent you. And it's not even funny. I need a haircut. One of y'all come to town so you can take me to get my haircut. There it goes. Fine, I'll show you the meme, the one meme that I have. I sent this to Robin earlier and I said this is this is Matt and Telltale trying to communicate with the other people on Pinewood Island, and it says, it's literally just a screenshot of a Tumblr exchange. It says, "Why are you so damn obsessed with words? Focus on it! Why are you so damn obsessed with words? LMAO. You see, words are often used to communicate ideas and beliefs. I swear to God, using this site is like teaching a class of kindergartners." But of course, using the site changed to being on this island. And that's the one meme that I have. That reminds me of that time we played the In Blood demo, and we were like, talking about the meme of the woman looking around with all the mathematic equations flying around her head. Come on. Come on. Come on. There she goes. I was like, here we are in the void. Okay. Here's today's plan. Andrew, you weren't here for yesterday, but the long story short is, it's a dating sim murder mystery. Here's the plan. They're good memes, Brent. Dating only. No investigating. Investigating's for nerds. Dating's... We're gonna do a dating only run. Matt, then Carl, then Jay, May, Ray. Who is he? Ray. Who is May? Ooh, I'm about to choke to death. So that's today's plan. Because we didn't do enough kissing. I promised in my going live notification that there would be kissing. I did not do any kissing. Here we go. Yep. Warnings. I'm still... let's not be Delilah. I've made this bed, now I have to lie in it. You know, I'm Telltale. Let's do blonde for once. Blonde with green looks good. But I'm pale. We haven't worn that outfit yet, and then we could wear the sweater with it, because it kind of goes color-wise. No kissing. Okay, here's what we know. In terms of investigation, there will definitely be kissing. Don't tell me no kissing. Here's what we know. I'm not leaving room for Jesus. Jesus isn't on Pinewood Island. You've seen what happens here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I mean, here's what we know. I've already said what we're gonna do. We know somebody watches us. I had the thought last time. Okay, we get drunk. Our professor comes on to us in a really nasty way. Somebody sees it and kills him, right? I had the thought that when you go to slap the professor, you get a heart with Matt and Jay, right? Which Matt knew the professor did that, and we were like, how do you know that? You weren't there. So they must have been watching. So I'm wondering if I click shove away, it'll give me a heart with Carl. And they're all three watching, which makes them all equal suspects. That's my theory. I don't know, but we know that our professor comes onto us, somebody kills him, and I'm pretty sure Jay is stalking us, but that's just my speculation at this point. It's like I'm 100% sure, but it's still just speculation. I don't have evidence other than the fact that he knows me, and I didn't know him as well, and he tells you he loves you, despite the fact that y'all barely know each other. Okay. I don't think this choice... had island for a month, cell reception, I probably wouldn't know anyone there. I don't think this choice affects anything. So, let's just say it's almost like a free vacation. It's time to go, let's go. Woo! I met him. He's like, oh yeah, we've had a lot of classes together. I've met him. Okay, and then Carl comes on to us. He's already flirted like that with the other girls here, which is 2 other girls. Oh? I've done figures and whatever. Let's do O. That gave me a red heart. Oh. Okay, then. I thought he liked me, but maybe he was like that with everyone. He can be a jerk. I'm Matt, by the way. Just thought to give you a heads up. Thanks, I guess. Nice to meet you. I'm Telltale. He gave me a polite nod and then left. Okay. Then I felt shitty. Had he really needed to come over and burst my bubble? A large mansion came into view. Yep. We did all this yesterday. I want... Does my major affect whether or not people like me? Because I don't think it has an effect. Let's just keep saying literature. Okay, it gives me a green heart. Okay, it does affect it. But we're doing the Matt route. So green works for me. Blah, 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 blah. Joey sucks. Mary sucks. Everybody sucks. And then... I can make spreadsheets of the choices to keep track. What do I look like? Do I look like I know how to do that? I do, but I'm not going to do that. I took a few slow steps towards the door and then stopped. Should I really go out there? What was going on? Was what was going on any of my business? Okay, this is when Joey is trying to get Ray to change rooms with him. And last time we stuck up for Ray, but now I think we should side with Joey. Just switch rooms with me. No, what's your problem? What's going on? He won't switch rooms with me. Can you guys keep it down? These walls are thin. What's even going on? Joey wants Ray's room. I'm not switching rooms with you, so just go back to yours. Okay, last time we said Joey go away, so now I kind of want to say Ray switch rooms with him just to see what happens. Ray, can't you just switch rooms with him? Alright, I guess I will. Good, I'll get my things. We still don't know why. You know, that jerk should just get what he wants. Aw, dang it. My mat route is not going well. I better get my things. I sighed and turned back to my room. What was I supposed to do? Good night, Ray. Night. My stomach still felt delicate after the boat ride. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, this is when we're going on a hike. Jamie, I think you left last night when I finally went to the cabin and saw, and the very first thing I did was die. And I was so mad. Like, not that mad, but quite mad, because I was, like, so hung up on that stupid cabin for the longest time. It's still showing the major choice for you? Really? He watched the VOD and saw me die. It is... That's weird. How do I fix that? Can I, like, refresh it? That's weird. I think we should just close the game and reopen it. I know what like at that point in time I went over here and changed something on Streamlabs. That probably didn't help. Just nothing changing on the game itself. That is so bizarre. Okay, let's just quit. And we'll pick up from the major choice so we can catch up. Yes, I want to quit. Okay. Okay, let's do this. It is weird. I don't know what happened there. That is really weird. And I couldn't figure out how to refresh it. Like the output. I don't know. I'm watching the stream with you to see if it fixes itself. Okay, it looks like it's working. Ooh. Okay, let's pick up from the major choice because, not quick, because, wait, do we even have that one? Okay, let's pick up from the leaving my room choice. Okay, looks like it's working just fine now. That's weird. Okay, let me know if something like that happens again. Okay, we'll ignore it for now. Alright. Finally, I decided that I had to see what was going on out there. I don't like telling Joey to switch rooms. I mean, telling Ray to switch rooms. So now that I have another option, I don't want to do that. What's your problem? What's going on? The stroke won't switch rooms with me. Could you guys keep it down? Blah, blah, blah. Joey wants Ray's room. I'm not switching rooms with you. So we've done Ray just switch rooms, and that gives us a Ray heart. I think it might also give us a Matt heart, because Matt doesn't like Joey, I can't remember. And we've done leave Ray alone, and that both Ray and Matt don't like that. So what if I'm going back to bed? Like, it's not my problem. I don't know. Let's see what it does. I'm going back to bed. You guys have fun or whatever. I should have just stayed in my room. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Okay. My stomach still felt delicate after the boat ride, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're skipping again because we've seen this. And then we're not going on the hike because this is the Matt playthrough. This is the Matt playthrough, and Matt doesn't go on the hike. So we're staying here. This is the Matt playthrough. There are bugs and icky things in the woods. Why would I willingly go out there? I think I'll stay here. You guys have fun, though. What about you, Ray? Are you coming? No, I'll stay too. Ray? Okay, Ray's just copying me. I see that. I see him. Well, whoever's coming with me, meet out front in 20 minutes. Yes, this is the Matt playthrough. I mean, it's one of... if you look at the actual... like, things that are in... Like, there's a lot of endings. I did not... This is a very involved game, and I love that. Everyone else will see you around lunchtime. After a quick breakfast, I retreated to my room. Then I remembered that there was no internet and no cell reception. I paced around the room for a bit, but that got old quick. I heard that Matt was going to go sit in the lab, and Joey had been sitting in the common room practically all day. What was I going to do until lunch? Well, I'm not hanging out with Joey. Actually, I kind of want to, but this is the Matt playthrough. This is the Matt playthrough. So we're going to go hang out with Matt. Matt's going to go sit in the lab. Okay, we're going to the lab. Seemed like as good a time as any to check out the research lab. There was supposed to be a lab after lunch, so maybe I could find the good seats. I opened the door and stepped inside. It was a fairly small room lined with tables. There were educational posters about botany on the walls and an old freestanding chalkboard at the front of the room. I spotted Matt in the center of the room right away. He was sitting in one of the chairs, reading a book. He didn't look up when I opened the door. Oh, hey. Hey. He said it, but didn't look up from his book. There wasn't anything else to do, so I decided to try to talk to him. What you reading? Matt finally looked up at me. He didn't say anything right away, and instead seemed to be studying me. Then, he held up the book and showed me its cover. It was an older horror novel. Yeah, of course it is. Are you as bored as I am here? I'm so glad I brought some books with me. Yeah, this place can be really dull. I didn't know I would miss the internet so much. I just finished one of my books if you'd like to borrow it. I would! Oh, really? What's it about? A serial killer from the 1890s. It's true crime. You don't read fiction? I read everything, but I especially like crime and mystery stuff. So do you want to read it or not? It's twisted, so don't bother if you can't handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it. But did I really want to borrow it? Of course I do. Heart. You already know. If you really don't mind, I'd love to. It sounds really interesting, actually. Great. He reached into a ratty book bag at his side, pulled out a large paperback, and tossed it to me. Are you into stuff like this? Sure. Isn't everybody? No, not really. Well, they're lost. I flipped through the pages. Some of them were creased where the edge was folded over as a bookmark. You can sit in here and read with me, if you want. I do want. I looked up at him and then back down at the book. Why not? Yeah, I'd love to. I took a seat next to him and opened the book. We sat in a comfortable silence while we both read. Time passed quickly. The others returned from the hike and I could hear their noise from the lab. Matt just gets more and more sus. It's all a red herring, okay? His appearance, his love of true crime, it's a red herring, okay? You know, he's not the killer. I looked up at Matt and he glanced away and blushed. I think the others are back for lunch. Yeah, guess we should go. I'm gonna put this stuff back in my room. He started to leave but stopped at the door and turned back to me. Do you like the book so far? Yeah, it's really interesting. Good. Now I know you don't have terrible taste. Thanks. He left and I soon followed. I dropped the book off in my room and then headed down to the dining room to meet up with everyone. I was already getting pretty hungry. Everyone gathered in the dining room, and then we got a surprising visit from the professor. He stumbled in holding his head. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm feeling a little better now, so the lab after lunch will go on as planned. I know you all had a great time with Susan, though. Yep, I definitely went. I'm sure you had less fun with me. He laughed, and everyone else hesitantly laughed as well. We then went back to eating our lunches and making a bit of small talk amongst ourselves. Okay, this part we've seen, so we're skipping through it. Okay, doodling gave us Matt hearts last time, so doodling. I just couldn't take it anymore. No one else seemed to be paying close attention either. The professor wasn't even looking up from the paper he was reading off of, unless it was to write something on the board. I started to doodle on my notebook, and then I glanced over to see Matt doing the same. He caught me looking and lifted the paper to show me his drawing. It was a crude and violent sketch of the professor with a knife sticking in his back. He smirked and put his notebook back down. I just smiled and shook my head. It wasn't a heart, but it was a Matt scene. Once the lecture was over, we were dismissed for dinner. Alright, we've seen this. Blah, blah, blah. We're outside. Professor... Okay, so here's where things get interesting, if you weren't here. Long story short, we went to a bonfire. It was the professor's idea. We got a little drunk, and we were the first people to go back to the house. And Ray offered to walk us. We were like, no, I've got it. And when we got up here, the professor started being gross. I suddenly felt very sober. I really didn't like the look in his eyes or how he was closing the space between us. What should I do? Slapping him gave us Matt and Ray hearts, and then I haven't tried the other ones. Since this is the Matt playthrough, we're gonna slap him again. Yep. I pulled my hand back to slap him, but he grabbed it and pinned it above my head. What do you think you're doing? Kent pulled away from me, and I took the opportunity to get away. As I rushed upstairs, I could hear them argue. How? How could you? What do you think you were doing with her? Susan, just listen to me. Susan's not listening. Their voices faded as I staggered to my room. My heart was racing. Yep, it's really sad. It was really traumatic. It sucks. And then he's dead. Last time we felt relieved. I don't think that gave us any hearts or anything. So let's do horrified now. I don't understand what happened. How? I mean, so much blood. Oh, I guess horrified didn't give us anything. Like any text. Calm down. Did you see who did it? Did someone break into the mansion? Alright, yep. The body, the body, the body. And then I'm going to see the body for myself because that's what Matt does. I got a Matt heart. I need to see it for myself. I can handle it. Blah, blah, blah. And then when I said we should investigate, Matt likes it. Yep. This is a good Matt run. This is a good Matt run. We probably shouldn't disturb a crime scene. I like the way you think, but he's right. Okay. And then the phone line doesn't work. Big fucking shock. Okay, what did I search last time? Hang on, who's going where? Okay, where's Matt going? Okay, who's going where? Susan's going to the phone. Mary's going to the dock. Jesse's going to the dock. Carl's going to the dock. Matt's staying here. Okay, we're staying with Matt. Which sucks, because that's what we did last time, and so I already know what's gonna happen. What was everybody's idea? Okay, Matt wants to search the rooms. Yeah, we should search the rooms. Got a Matt heart. Blah, blah, blah. There's blood in my room. Matt saw it. Okay, we didn't bury the body. We did bury the body. We chose bury the body. But we didn't do it. So this time we're going to bury the body and we're going to do it. Okay, so let's bury the body. I got a red heart. Just a red heart? Oh, I should have seen what the other ones were. Hang on. No, I want to bury it. Let's bury it. I want to see the scene where we bury it. Yep. I don't really think you killed him, though you did have motive. Excuse me? Susan told us what happened with Kent that night. Who could blame you for getting revenge? Okay, so this is different than last time. I think. I don't... Because since I can't skip, that makes me think I haven't seen it yet. I don't think he said Susan told him last time. I think he just said... Whatever. I didn't. I couldn't. You can relax. I saw your clothing. No blood. Either you found a way to magically get blood out of your clothes or you're innocent. I am innocent. Since that was the only evidence linking the murderer to one person. I didn't want everyone using you as a scapegoat. It would make finding the real killer harder. Shouldn't we leave that to the police, really? Matt shrugged and walked away. I rubbed my shoulder, suddenly nervous. I made some instant oatmeal and then sat down at the table alone. I hated having nothing to do. Alright, we should deal with the body. Here we go. Since I was the one who pushed the choice, I decided it was only right for me to help deal with the body, even if it was the very last thing I wanted to do. Carl was the only one willing to bury Kent, so I just had to help him. Susan was too emotional and the others didn't want anything to do with it. Yeah, he definitely said it different last playthrough. Thank you for helping me with this. Okay, so now we know burying the body is a Carl thing. You're welcome. It was partly my idea, after all. It just seems wrong to leave him out. By the time cops arrive, who knows what state the body will be in. How will they learn anything from the crime scene anyway? We'll have been here this whole time. It could easily be tampered with. You're right about that, but then how will we know who the killer is? I don't believe that it's one of us. I just can't. Someone must have come to the island and I bet they're long gone now. No, it's one of us. I'm still very certain that it's Ray, and I can't wait to be wrong about that. I've got what we need to move the body outside if you're ready. As ready as I'll ever be. There was a strong stench of metal, or I guess it was blood. The professor's body was on the bed. Carl and I exchanged looks, then set about wrapping his body in a tarp. I tried not to think about it and just let my body move on its own. He was heavy, but Carl took on most of the weight. We carried him outside and headed to a good spot nearby. We set the body down and Carl left to find a shovel. Now I was alone with a dead body. I really needed to do something to distract myself from that fact. I should have gone with Carl, but it didn't seem right to just leave Kent's corpse out like this. I could clear a spot to dig, move away any debris or sticks, or I could try to find some kind of grave marker. It would be awful if we couldn't remember exactly where we had buried him. Let's find a grave marker, because I think clearing a spot will be easier once we have a shovel. I got a red heart. I looked around and finally chose a big flat rock. I also picked a few wildflowers. What are you doing? I thought we could mark his grave with this, and I held up the wildflowers. Maybe set these down as well. I'm sorry, was that stupid? No, it wasn't stupid at all. You're very thoughtful. Well, he's dead now, so yeah. I'm glad you came to help me with this. This trip hasn't been... Anyway, I'm glad that after everything I at least got to meet you. We finished burying Kent and stood in silence for a moment. Should we say a few words? Girl, I don't know. He tried to... Shit. That's right. Look, forget about it. Let's get out of here. Carl put his arm around me and led me back inside the mansion. As we walked back to the mansion, I saw a glimmer of light under a bush. No! You're telling me I have to find the knife? Even if I don't pick investigate, I always find the knife? I'm gonna die if I take this knife. Or not. I don't know, but if I leave it there, then somebody else might find it, and then somebody else will kill somebody else. Oh my gosh. Not the knife. Was Carl with me? Did Carl have something to say? Oh no. Okay, Carl saw it. He saw it. We found it in a bush. Do you think this... Yeah, I think so. Should we leave it here? I'm not sure if we should touch it. You're right, but is it safe to leave it here? What should we do? Carl saw that. This is different than last time. Carl saw that we found it in a bush. Last time we found it by ourselves. That makes me think... If we leave it here for 4 weeks... Man... I don't know. Let's leave it and see what the dialogue says. And then we can always come back. I don't want to touch it. I don't either. Let's just leave it here. We can tell the police about it when they come. Okay. Okay, hang on. I just want to see what the other option says. I just want to see. I just want to see. I just want to see. We should take it. We can't just leave it out here. You're right. We can put it in Kent's room for the cops. Okay! That I like. We carefully picked up the knife and put it in Kent's room for the police. Because then, when we have a little sleepover, she's not going to find it in my room. Okay, see, that's better than just leaving it there, I think. Unless I don't think that. I don't know. This is what I'm going to do. Telltale, I'm sorry. I feel like I've been really insensitive about what happened to you. Yeah, maybe somewhat. It's kind of hard to stay upset about it when he's dead. Dead or not, you have every right to be angry. That's very true. I think I'm just tired. Maybe I'm still in shock. I'm sorry you had to help me with this. I shouldn't have let you. It's okay, I got to spend time with you. You are a very interesting person, Telltale. Thanks? No problem. Let's go inside and see what the others are doing. Okay. Damn, that was sad. We sat in the common room with the others. No one was really sure what to do. Eventually, we played a board game to get our minds off of things. The day is over. Okay. I was tired, probably from nightmares. I had fallen asleep to the sound of the house creaking and distant crying from either Susan or Mary. It was a new day. I covered my eyes and groaned. What now? Some of the others might be holding some kind of class in the lab. A few were probably trying to pass the time in the common room with an old board game, so then what did I want to do? I kind of wanted to stay in bed and just wait for the trip to be over. It would make the others worry, though, so I thought I should really try to do something. Did I want to pretend I was interested in plants or board games? I can't remember who's where. I guess we'll find out. Okay, good. I headed to the common room and saw Matt, Ray, and Joey. They were playing Scrabble. Who's winning? Me. Of course he is. I think he's cheating. We're almost done with this game if you want to play next. Sure, I'm not cheating. How can I not win against words like rat and lime? I looked at the board and saw it scattered with a mixture of small words and large words. Yeah, whatever. Ray placed down a few letters on the words equal to create equalize. You had a Z this whole time? Let's just start a new game so Telltale can suffer with us. Yeah, let's do it. Prepare to lose. Matt cleared the board and handed out the letters. We played a slow but entertaining game. Matt was a bit of a sore loser, and Joey seemed anxious to play something else. Ray just seemed to be going along with it. His score was typically the lowest. He just does whatever I do. I actually had a lot of fun, and a lot of stress I held from this morning seemed to go away. Came back later that night as I headed up to my room. At least I was able to distract myself during the day. The day's over. Alright. What should I do now? It's Matt time, baby. Matt only run. Matt. I headed up to the lab for some peace and quiet and found Matt sitting there, book in hand. Oh, hey, Matt. Hey. I can go, or you can stay. What are you reading now? Matt set the book down and looked up at me. I'm not even sure. With everything going on, I can't concentrate. The words don't stick in my mind. Drinking time! Yay! Why don't we go to the kitchen and raid the liquor cabinet? I like how you think. Drunk time. He sat his book back into his pack, and we left to go to the kitchen. When we got there, he grabbed a bottle of rum and suggested we head to the beach. Let's go! I looked down at the sand and then at my hands, which carried nothing. Matt only had a bottle of rum. I hadn't even bothered to grab something to chase it with. Maybe I should have grabbed a towel or blanket. If you have a few sips of this, you won't care about being covered in sand. That's very true. I laughed and took the bottle from him. The taste was sharp and heavy. It burned my throat. Shit. I know, right? He took a much larger drink and passed the bottle back to me. We sat on the sands and I kicked my shoes off. Thanks. I took another drink and it was less painful this time. This is all so fucked up. I know it. I know. I handed back the bottle after another drink, a comfortable warmth spreading through my body. Let's talk about something that isn't awful, or we can just watch the waves. Sounds good? We sat, passing the bottle back and forth for a while. I started to laugh at nothing and fell back into the sand. I knew I'd regret it later, but right now it just felt so good. The sun made my skin feel hot and the sound of the ocean was calming. If it wasn't so dangerous, I'd be tempted to go for a swim. The light vanished for a moment as Matt leaned over and looked down at me. He was blocking out the sun. Told you the sand wouldn't bother you after a while. I laughed and pushed against his shoulder playfully. You were right. This is great. I feel great. It was your idea. It was a good one. It's very true. Matt laid back and stretched. I closed my eyes and listened to the waves, leaning up to take a sip of the rum to keep my buzz going. The day's over, so I decided to call it a night. Yeah! Okay, fun. Oh, it's not fun anymore. Commotion from downstairs. Not again. Okay, well, I forgot what this one was. People fighting downstairs. Apparently, I was the last one to wake up. Everyone was arguing, but I wasn't sure about what or why. Mary, please calm down. There are so many reasons why that can't work. Oh no, not the swimming thing! No, I don't want to go swimming. What's going on? Mary wants to try swimming. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. We already got this death, so I'm staying on the beach. I can't believe I couldn't. Okay. So now we know that happens whether I make it happen or not. Okay, cool. Matt, I need your comfort while walking around the mansion. Now that hindsight is 2020, this does sound like shark music, doesn't it? It does. It really does. I took a peek into the lab and caught Matt there. Oh, it's you. It's always me. Yeah. I can't read. My mind is too loud. I think I know what you mean. With everything that has happened, we're just so helpless. That's not completely true. We could hike around the island and see if our phones pick up cell reception. I don't believe anyone has done that yet. Yeah, but if we go off the trails, we could get lost. Okay, yes, we're going. We're going. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Maybe there's a cell tower that reaches just one part of the island. Blah, 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 we're going, and then we fall asleep. He looked away and caught his breath. Felt like I should say something. I got the feeling this trip was not going how he had planned it. Okay, last time we picked At Least I'm Out Here With You. I just want to see what happens with the wolves thing, because I think it's funny. That's what I would say in real life. And, you know, that would work on me. If I were a romanceable character in this game, the wolves thing would work on me. I would think it was hilarious. Maybe we'll look out and get eaten by wolves. Oh, it gave me a heart! Okay, maybe we'll get lucky and be eaten by a pack of island wolves. Matt looked at me for a second before bursting out into laughter. See, that's the right thing to do. Levity, brevity, comedy. What the fuck? That was so random. Well, yeah. I shrugged. I'm so glad you came on this trip. Everyone else sucks. Wow, don't hold back or anything. I mean, it's not that I dislike the others. Not really. I'm just not a people person, okay? You know, I can see that. With your fucking Shimada Hanzo cosplay tattoo. You ready to get going again? Yep. We spent the next few hours joking as we walked through the woods. He made some awful jokes, but with the joyful atmosphere I couldn't help but laugh. It really helped to settle my nerves. Time passed, but we didn't get any cell signal. Are we going to go cuddle waddle in our tent now? We walked all day, the sun started to go down. Yep. I forgot, you didn't see the part where I woke up in his arms. Oh well, it's too late. Okay, what am I doing? Are these three going on the hike? Not the Hanzo cosplay tattoo. Alright. It's only Ray and Carl. Okay, so we went on the hike last time. Matt is staying here, so we're staying here. I got a Matt heart. The last thing I wanted to do was go out on a hike. I literally just went on a hike. I don't want to do it again. So I headed to the common room. Hey, boys. Matt and Joy were playing checkers. It seemed that Joy was winning based on the sour expression on Matt's face. That's funny that he's good at Scrabble, but not checkers. Are you just watching, Jesse? Yeah, I played the winner. Or me and you could play now. I think there's another set. Sure, let's see if we can find it. Jesse and I played a much more laid-back game of checkers. Jesse won, and then Jesse and Matt switched. The room got considerably more tense when Joey and Jesse faced off. They hardly spoke. They slammed the pieces down on the board as they played. I looked at Matt, but he only shrugged. Alright, I'm done with this. What, because you're losing? No, this is dull. I don't want to play this stupid game. You think you're better than us or something? Oh, I don't want you two to fight again. Did I say that? Come on, guys. Why don't we try a different game? No, but thanks. Okay, bye. Joey left without another word. Okay, at least they didn't fight this time. I then listened to Jesse complain about Joey for about an hour before giving up and going to my bedroom. It was a bit early, but oh well. The day is over. Okay, at least I didn't fight this time. What should I do now? Matt time. What do I want to spend time with? Matt. I walked into the dining room and saw Matt sitting with a notepad at the table. Okay, these are new. These are new scenes that we're seeing. What's up? This guy. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking punch you. Clever? I'm trying to piece everything together. After exploring the island, I can't imagine anyone but one of us killed the professor. Oh, that is just depressing. So then who? Why? Ray and for me. I'm telling you right now. Everyone else seems content to let the police figure that out. Well, I'm not everyone. Matt ran a hand through his hair and looked back down at his notebook. It was full of doodles and illegible scribbles. Alright, fill me in. Detective? Okay then, fill me in. Who killed Professor Kent? I don't know, yet. He pointed to the seat next to him and I looked over his notes. I couldn't make anything out. His handwriting was terrible. Yep. We know that Susan fought with him the night he was killed. Yeah, but Susan, she's... I know. So then do any of the others have a motive? Well, Mary and Carl were part of the biology program, so it's possible they knew Professor Kent prior to the trip. Maybe that's why Mary was so desperate to leave. Guilt. No, I don't think Mary did it. We'll never know, I guess. Okay. Then there's Carl. I can't think of a motive for him, though. I guess so. Joey's a jerk, but is he capable of murder? Maybe the no internet thing drove him to it. Yeah, that's actually, I hadn't thought of that one before. That seems likely. I suppose it's possible. What about you? Have you learned anything new? What have I learned? I guess I found the knife. I'll share what I've learned with him. Well, this is what I know so far. This is what I know so far. There was a large hunting knife in the bushes outside. It could be the murder weapon, or it could just be a forgotten knife. I took it and put it in Kent's room for the police. There was the blood in my room. Could the murderer have come to my room while I slept, or was it just an old stain? I didn't have any other clues. Okay, so you have a theory? I do not. Matt trying really hard not to tell you that you're the most likely suspect. He believes in me. He likes me. So, I need a drink. Want one? The kind with alcohol in it? Of course. Then yes. Matt went into the kitchen and returned with 2 glasses of clear liquid. That isn't pure vodka or something, is it? No, just try it. You'll like it. Okay. It was sweet, fizzy, and had a bite. You mixed vodka with clear soda? Yep. I laughed, and we both looked down at Matt's notes. We spent hours coming up with ideas of who might have done it and why. The theories started out plausible, but as we drank, they became more outlandish. Matt started to sit closer and closer to me. Matt placed a hand on my knee and looked at me. His face was a little flushed from the alcohol. You are my favorite person. Oh, not the drinking confession. Stop. He seemed so serious and yet so intoxicated. I put a hand on his shoulder to steady him. I'm fond of you too. I really want to kiss you. Ooh, do it! Do it, coward! He looked less drunk now. He leaned closer to me. You do? Can I? Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes. I thought I wasn't gonna get a heart first. Yay! Oh, I didn't realize the CG would have the hair I picked. Oh well. I didn't think I would be in it. He's doodling hearts around my prison headshot in Sharpie. Matt gave me a goofy smile and leaned closer to me. He kissed me. It was a little sloppy. We were both a bit drunk. I was laughing and kissing him back. He moved forward and fell out of his chair. I like Matt a lot. Shit. I moved down to the floor and kissed him again between giggles. Aw, that's cute. Everything seemed really warm, fuzzy, and hilarious right now. It was a good feeling. Matt tasted like vodka. He pulled away and looked at me. Telltale, you're gonna make me fall in love with you. That's the idea, stupid! That's the idea, dumbass! That's the idea! He paused for a moment, blinked, and then pulled away a bit. Perhaps he hadn't meant to say that. No, I like it. I like it. Be bold. Be brave. You already have green hair. What else do you have to lose? Let's sober up a bit. That's a good idea, too. Sounds good. Oh, I just realized I picked the green highlights for the Matt run. I didn't do that on purpose. We got some snacks from the kitchen and ate. We joked, laughed, and Matt put an arm around me. Overall, it was a great day. The day's over, so I decided to call it a night. Yep. I finally dragged myself out of bed and headed downstairs. What's happening? Hey, Telltale. The guys are playing poker in the common room. Do you want to bake cookies with me? I thought everyone might like a sweet snack. You're making cookies? I was going to make a bunch of snacks and then join them after. I like to bake, if you can believe it. Even Joey is helping out. I just want to eat the cookies. That's fine with me, as long as you help. Oh, I'm not sure. Well, I'm doing all the prep work out here. The kitchen doesn't have enough counter space, so just come by in a bit if you'd like to, okay? Okay. I ate a quick breakfast while Susan carried flour, sugar, and other baking stuff out to set on the table. I wasn't much of a baker, but if it was either that or poker, what did I want to do? Poker! We didn't play poker last time. It sounded like I'd get to eat cookies either way, so I decided to go play some poker. Hey, boys. Hey, guys. Hi, Telltale. I looked around and noticed that Ray was unusually chipper compared to the others. Oh, I bet he's winning. I'm gonna guess that Ray's winning. Yeah. I feel like we're getting hustled. Good thing we're not playing with real money. There was a pile of Monopoly money in front of Ray, but the others still had a good amount by them, too. You guys are using money from the other games? That's clever. Sit down and we'll deal you in on the next hand. Okay, but I have a feeling I'm gonna lose. A lot. Don't worry, it's still fun. Speak for yourself. You really hate to lose, don't you? What of it? Jesse shrugged, but laughed. It was good to see everyone getting along. Matt looked grumpy, but it was better than being depressed or obsessive over the murder. That's true. I'm just not realizing Joey probably isn't baking cookies because he wants to eat them. He's probably baking cookies because he wants to hang out with Jesse. It's like, I don't want to be around that little freak. They finished up. Ray managed to bluff a win from Matt as he folded. Telltale, I'll give you some starting money. He slid some of his pile over to me, and Matt groaned. We started to play, and the game was actually fairly enjoyable. Unbeknownst to the others, Ray let me peek at his cards, and I managed to win a few rounds. Thank you, Ray! It's the crush on me for me. I didn't think I'd ever see Ray so happy. If Mary were here, I bet she would have a great poker face. Aw, Jesse, you were kind of close to her, weren't you? Let's not! I don't want to go there. I don't know if I'd say that, but I guess it was something like that. I liked her, you know? I'm surprised you don't have a girlfriend back home. Young guys like you always seem to have a high school sweetheart they left behind. I've never had a girlfriend. Really? Me neither. You too? Wow, guys. Carl has had too many to count. Matt's like, I need to make Carl look bad because he's the tallest one here. I like women. They're beautiful and soft and kind and comforting. There is nothing wrong with that. Who among us does not like women? They're beautiful and soft and kind and comforting. There's nothing wrong with that. So true, bestie. Yeah, but having so many girls in your life means that none of them are special. Girls don't like it when they're just one of several, especially if it's all at the same time. It's not like that. Don't act like you know all about my love life. Yeah, if he's not a womanizer, then let him stand up for himself. Oh, whoops. How long was your longest relationship? Oh, boy. Come on, tell us. You first, Matt, or have you never had a girlfriend either? I've had 2. Both lasted over a year. Now your turn. This is stupid. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. It's just kind of sad when I think about it. Can we just play poker? Teasing you is way more interesting than having Ray kick our asses at poker. For your information, I think every girl I've ever been with is special. That is why I was with them. They just never seem to stick around for very long. Girl, me too. They get jealous because you're a flirt. I am not, and there are a lot of reasons. Life is complicated. Uh-huh. What about you, Telltale? Have you ever had a boyfriend? A few, but nothing really serious. Have you dated since coming to college? No. A pretty girl like you? No, I was sure to get. Come on, guys, leave her alone. Yeah, leave me alone. I haven't been asked out, but I've been busy, you know? At least Carl hasn't sunk his claws into you. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. You're the only boy here I've kissed. Oh my god, Matt, what is that even supposed to mean? Poor Carl. Poor Matt. Poor everybody. What is more college life than making fun of your friends for both having had relationships and for not having relationships? Y'all are too mean. They're done. Who wants some snacks? God, I do. It was getting tense in there. It's like, I'm the only girl left. You know, Susan doesn't count. So it's like... Susan entered with snacks and interrupted the conversation. No one seemed eager to return to the topic, so it was dropped, and we focused on other things. It was actually an enjoyable evening, and I liked that I was finally able to get to know more about the others. We all hung out in the common room, ate snacks, and played poker. The day is over. Don't worry, Carl. We're coming for you. Playthrough number 2. It's Matt time. It's always Matt o'clock. Oh! Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at those options? Or lack thereof. Before I could even turn towards my door, there was a knock. I stepped to open it, but Matt let himself in and closed the door behind him. What, is something wrong? We need to talk. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. I just can't wrap my head around everything that's going on. It's getting to me. Getting to you? I can't sit still. I can't just do nothing. I have all this energy and nothing to do with it. Matt was bouncing from foot to foot. We could go for a walk. No, sorry. No. I mean, that's not what I meant. Wait. I don't know how to explain it to you. You sound really frustrated. I'm getting nervous. I need to get my mind off of everything, so I came to see you. Me? Matt took a few steps closer to me. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. Yeah, I thought if anyone could help distract me, it would be you. He looked so serious and was searching my eyes, but for what? Did you have something specific in mind? Maybe. Yeah, come with me. I was curious, so I just nodded and went along with him. Where are we going? Matt led me out of my room and then out of the mansion. I followed him to the woods, wondering if I should question what all this was about or not. When I die— oh, the flowers! Isn't this crazy? The roses? Yeah. So, this is what you wanted me for? Matt took a deep breath and looked at me. I wanted privacy. That's fair. Okay. Matt glanced down at his feet and then took a few steps closer to me. He closed the distance quickly and then touched my chin. Telltale, I really like you. I know that sounds lame, but I don't like a lot of people, so it's a compliment, really. He leaned in and I could tell he was planning to kiss me. Yep, let's do it. Let's kissy-wissy. Am I getting another CG? I closed my eyes and then felt his lips meet mine. I embraced him and he ran a hand through my hair. The kiss was gentle and slow. I could feel Matt holding back, though, so I tried to encourage him. I caressed his neck and gently touched his chest with my other hand. My hand started to lower, almost on its own, until I could feel how stiff he had become. Okay, I don't know about that. I heard a low noise from his throat, and then the kiss became more passionate. He ran his hand down my sides and then stopped at the bottom of my shirt. His fingers darted under the fabric and brushed against my skin. We're out in the middle of the woods! We're out in the middle of the woods. My knees felt weak and I started to feel around for a support. Finding none, I guided Matt to the ground. We're in the middle of the woods. Ooh. I explored his skin under his shirt. He pulled back for a moment to tug it off. He pulled back for a moment to tug it off and tossed it aside. Okay, damn. Ooh, that's a cool tattoo. It's got a book with a skull coming out of it. That's cool. What's this rated? I don't know what it's rated. We're about to find out. Then he stopped and looked at me. He seemed to be waiting for me to do or say something. I'm good. I pulled off my own shirt and laid it beside his on the ground. I looked at his exposed chest. I wanted to trace the lines of his tattoo. I reached for him and pulled him towards me as I started to lay back. There is text sexual content. Well, of course there is. I ignored the damp grass on my skin and focused on Matt's weight and warmth on top of me. We continued to kiss, and I stroked the skin scarred with ink. He shuddered and started to tug at the hem of my jeans. Before I could reach down to help him, he managed to undo the button and had begun to slide them down my thighs, stopping to run his hands up my legs. Gross! I gasped when he touched sensitive skin and then moaned when he got bold and moved his fingers around, along, and then inside of me. Ew! It was all a wonderful blur at that point. Fingers, tongues, lips, earlobes, and every inch of sensitive skin between the two of us was caressed, nibbled, licked, and stroked. When it was over, Matt rolled onto the ground beside me, breathing heavily. And there comes Stream Elements, in for the clutch to remind you to follow. I need to get in better shape. This is a stupid thing to say. I laughed and patted his arms. I sat up and started to gather my scattered clothing. I was filthy. I needed a shower. I think there was a bug in my hair. We headed back to the mansion, holding hands and laughing. Matt pulled a leaf out of my hair, and I rubbed a smudge of mud off of his cheek. The day's over, so I decided to call it a night. What should I do now? What should we do now? Okay, let's... So that was fun. We had our little nasty time in the middle of the fucking woods on those roses that I still think are planted on top of graves. I'm still 100% certain that those roses are planted on top of graves. Not overly explicit, as you can see. Yes. I think I can still post that to YouTube. Maybe. Or if not, then fuck it. Girl, are you asking for UTIs? That's true. Like, I don't even know that he washed his hands. Like, I don't know about that one, Chief. It's nasty out there. But then again, the walls are really thin. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna stay in there and let everybody hear everything? In any case, I think we should spend more time with our friend Matthew. Who's our new boyfriend, I guess. Who do I want to spend time with? Matt, you already know. I hung out with Matt, playing board games in the common room. The day's over. Oh! Do I not have any more, like, things I can do with him? I woke up feeling more rested than the day before, but I was still exhausted. I suppose it was time to go downstairs and get some coffee. Oh no, is this the fire idea? I sat with the others for a silent breakfast. It was almost peaceful, if it wasn't for the heavy atmosphere of dread in the air. Suddenly, Jesse crashed into the room. No, Jesse, no, the fire doesn't work. No, the smoke, the smoke, the smoke, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, baby, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, baby, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, baby, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And then Jesse and Joey start fighting. We tried all three of these options, so we know where it goes. I'm just stalling because I don't want this to happen. We were able to save Jesse. It makes me feel like I should be able to save everybody. What would you do, Squonk? Look at the options. We've got tell them to knock it off, we've got pull Joey away, and we've got pull Jesse away. You were here yesterday and we did it yesterday, so you know what each of these does. But which one is, like, least awful? This one? Okay. Squonk has spoken. We definitely next week need to play something a little bit more chill. How about some Stardew Valley or something? I reached out to pull Jesse away, but I was too late. Jesse pushed Joey with all of his strength. He fell back, tripped, and hit the center of the bonfire. I watched in horror as all of the logs we had stacked so carefully collapsed on top of him. Susan screamed. Matt, Ray, and Carl rushed forward to try to get the logs off of Joey. Jesse stood there, his face. He looked like he was in shock. I helped the guys and we tried to pull Joey out of the fire. I don't want to read this anymore. Can't believe you're having more second thoughts about Joey dying than Mary dying. It's not very girl boss gatekeep gaslight of you. Listen! There were more options for Joey. And I can't stop me. There's literally only the option was die or don't die. And this one it was die and then 2 don't dies. And I couldn't decide between the 2 don't dies. I had to get Squonk's input, okay? Leave me alone. I'm under the impression that we've done all of the Matt stuff, considering last time it was like, no. I'm gonna try one more time, and then we'll know for sure. Oh, I got a heart with him. I hung out with Matt playing board games in the common room. The rain had stopped that evening, so everyone went outside to get the fire going again. Everything was still a little damp, but we managed to get it lit. We planned out a rough schedule for adding wood to it, and I spent the rest of the evening gathering firewood. We had worked hours into the night. Everything hurt, my mind and body. I laid down in bed and closed my eyes. I drifted off to sleep, chasing happier thoughts. I rolled out of bed and started to get dressed. It was my turn to add wood to the fire, so I'd do that and then get some breakfast. It felt good to have a purpose. The fire was still going, weakly going. Yep. I was in the dining room with Ray when Ray and Susan walked in. Telltale, we're going to hang out on the beach today so we can keep an eye on the fire. Want to come? We're packing a picnic. We invited the others, but I think they're going to wait and join us later. I had just come back from the beach, so the alternative was more board games. Okay, last time we joined them, so this time let's do board games. Thanks, guys, but I'm going to see what the others are up to, at least for a bit. Okay. Come out later, though. Okay. I grabbed a bottle of water and headed towards the common room. Hey, what are you guys playing? Hey, Telltale. We can't decide what to play. We've played it all, haven't we? Yeah. Eventually we settled on a card game. I'd never heard of it, but Carl taught it to us. Jesse participated, but his heart wasn't in it. He hardly said anything and left after the first game. It wasn't his fault. I've told him that, but... He seems so out of it. Are you worried about him? Of course. Not you, I was talking to Telltale. Yeah, I hope he snaps out of it. I'm gonna go to the beach and hang out with Ray and Susan. How about you guys? Sounds good. I'm gonna grab some liquor first. With the way you drink it, I'm surprised there's any left. Oh, don't worry, there's more than enough. I think our dearly departed professor had planned to spend this entire trip wasted. Do you always have to be so vulgar? I didn't like the way they were looking at each other. I didn't want another fight. Carl, chill out. Carl, relax. Stop taking everything so seriously. Matt's just trying to lighten the mood. Come on, Telltale, let's get out of here. Carl and Matt exchanged looks, so I focused on separating them. Everyone hung out on the beach, but there wasn't a lot of talking. Everyone seemed content to just gaze at the sunset and listen to the waves. We took turns gathering firewood and poking at our signal fire. Despite the whole thing originally being Jesse's idea, he wasn't here. I kept hoping he would come out and join us, but he never did. I was starting to worry about him. I didn't know if there was anything I could do at this point. He had to feel really bad after what happened to Mary and Joey. The day's over. How far in are we? I feel like we're getting close. What should I do now? Okay. Should we look for clues? I mean, we've gotten all the Matt... I think we've gotten all the, like, Matt plot that we can get up until this point. Just to shake it up a little bit. Let's keep everyone calm. I went into the dining room to make breakfast and found Jessie standing next to the window. Jessie, is everything okay? Jessie turned around to glare at me. What do you think? What a stupid question. Last time I said we all know it was an accident. Jessie fell quiet and then left the room without another word. Well, shit. Day's over. I needed to go tend the fire, but I could hear the sound of rain falling outside my window, threw on my clothes and hurried downstairs. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Another storm and hit the island. I blushed when I saw Matt and we exchanged quick smiles. I just can't believe it. That it started raining again? No, he means why hasn't anyone come yet? We had the signal fire going for a while, but no one came. Maybe they think we're just having bonfires like we did that second night. You mean this has been a waste of time? Everyone fell silent for a moment. I think that was obvious after the first attempt. Jessie spoke up, shocking everyone. He had been so quiet since what had happened. It was a stupid idea. No, it was a good idea. It just isn't gonna work. Jessie, once the rain stops, we can keep trying. There's no... Why? Why bother? We're stuck here until the 4th week, no matter what we do. This is all pointless. Jessie, please don't say that. You guys can sit here and be stupid all you want. I'm done. Keep the fire going if you want, but I'm not gonna be a part of it any longer. Jessie stormed out of the room and left us all just sitting here. It was his idea. He's just going through a lot right now. We all are. Exactly. We're all in this together. Why does he get to sulk off like a child? He needs to grow up and get over it. Matt, why are you so angry? You think Jessie is the only one having a problem coming to terms with this? You act like none of this bothers you. I feel like you're having more fun now than when the professor was alive. Fuck you, Carl. Matt stormed off. Carl, why would you say that? Why is everyone fighting? Please, just stop it. I can't take it anymore. We've been a bigger danger to ourselves than whoever killed Professor Kent. Susan ran off and Carl followed her. It's just me and Ray. I looked at Ray. It was just me and him now. Everyone's really stressed out. Yeah, they are. I hope we can keep it together. The 3rd week is almost over. We're over halfway done. I'm starting to think Carl is right, that whoever killed Kent is probably long gone. And here we are, going crazy anyway. Telltale, I'm sorry, Ray. I just want to go to bed right now. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Oh, okay then. Get some rest, alright? Don't worry, we're coming for you soon. Yep, thanks. I didn't have the energy for more conversation. I just wanted to go back to bed. Poor everyone involved. So... I'm not sure what to do. I can't tell how far away we are from the ending. Oh, hang on. That might have messed it up. I shouldn't have clicked over there. Okay, it doesn't look like it's updating. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. I clicked the other monitor again, and I don't think it's saving anymore again. So we're gonna quit it one more time. Load it up one more time. Okay, we're back. I could tell that Jesse was really struggling with things, but if I tried to talk to him, he ignored me. Jesse didn't want anything to do with me. I'm assuming maybe that's because I picked the wrong thing last time. Okay, well, that was a good time spent. Should we look for clues, just for the hell of it? I didn't find anything. Okay. Running out of shit to do. Another morning, but this one held a little bit more hope. Only a little over a week left. This third week was practically over. I got dressed and felt a little bit more energetic than I had the previous few days. I went down to the dining room to eat breakfast and found Jesse sitting alone. Hey, Jesse. Hey. He didn't look so good. Before I could say anything else, though, he left. I tried not to think about it. I focused on the fact that we only had one more week left. I reflected quietly on Mary's death. She was so young. If only I'd been able to help her. I checked on the shallow grave where we had put Joey to rest near the beach. We wanted the authorities to be able to take his body to his family after. I placed a flower beside it. I'm sorry, Joey. If only there had been something I could have done to prevent their fight. I headed back towards the common room. Maybe someone was up for one of the old board games. But a scream stopped me. No, not again. Okay, we saved Joey last time. Jesse, I mean. We didn't save Joey. Joey's dead as fuck. Should we let him die this time just so that we can have done everything? Yes? Okay. What do you think, Squonk? Murder? Squonk says yes to murder. Someone stop him! I looked up and saw Jesse securing what looked like a noose by his open window. What is he doing? Carl joined us, breathing heavily. I tried to open his door, but he's pushed a bunch of furniture in front of it. Matt and Ray came out to see what was going on. What's wrong? Jesse, what are you doing? Susan called out to Jesse. His window was open. He must have heard her, but he ignored her. His intentions were pretty clear, but no one wanted to say it. Carl, Ray, and Matt started to call out to him as well. Carl, maybe the two of us can break down his door. Carl nodded, and they both rushed back into the mansion. Ray, you too. All three of you should be able to get the door open. Ray looked at me nervously for a moment, but then followed after the others. I looked around, desperate to do something. Anything. Then I saw a tree with a branch near the window. Okay, we climbed it last time. Which makes me think that we shouldn't climb it this time if we want to see if he dies. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he does. Is this evil? Yes. The branch didn't look sturdy enough to hold anyone's weight, so instead I continued to call out to Jesse. I watched helplessly as Jesse wrapped the makeshift noose around his throat and stepped off of a chair. Susan screamed out, and there was a crash of noise from within the room. The boys broke through the room, but it was too late. I covered my face. Susan called up to the guys, desperate to hear that he would be okay. Carl only looked down and shook his head. I sat on the porch and raked my hands through my hair. Why had he done it? Was there any way to stop it? We all knew he was having a hard time after Mary and Joey, but... Okay, so... So here's the thing. Here's the thing right here. Is there like an achievement for murdering him? Because if not, I don't want to hear it. I don't think there is. I think I just killed him for no reason. So here's what we're gonna do. Not that. I ran over to the tree and grabbed the lowest branch. I used to climb trees when I was a kid, so I could do this. It wasn't easy, but I think adrenaline was pushing me forward. Another playthrough, I swear to God. I'll let him die just to see what happens. Not this one, though. I can't do it today. I got up to the last branch. As I scooted towards Jesse's window, I could feel it sway under me. Jesse had the noose around his throat already. I had to keep going. Jesse, stop! He ignored me. I had to get closer. I moved out further on the branch, but it began to creak. Then there was a loud snap and I was falling. What? Last time it worked! The tree branch couldn't hold my weight and it broke. I fell to the ground. There was a loud crack and everything went black. So I'm assuming there's a chance that you live and there's a chance that you die, because that is what we in the business call dying. Poor Telltale, poor Jesse. It's a high body count on Pinewood Island, and I mean that in the traditional sense, not in the way the kids are using it these days. Although there is at least some of that too. So the good news is I found that other death. The tree branch couldn't hold my weight and it broke. I fell to the ground. There was a loud crack and everything went black. You died when you hit your head during the fall. Cheer up though, you were in the fallen death. The end. Hope you enjoyed playing. I did, I guess. So, look at that. A complete set, an absolute full house of death. At least the ones that don't. I'm assuming maybe there's death in here too. I don't know. I did it, I guess. Yeah. Locked in Love was when I got arrested, right? So the other ones are all deaths. So there's 3 non-dating endings. And then a fucking trillion dating endings. Look at these. Look at these. Look how many Ray has. Ray has 2 more than the other 2. Because I think he's the murderer. And then look at, there's even so many that you can get just from we're gonna keep playing. I just need to like take a second to just like ruminate on that one, because that one hurts. That one hurts. This is a good game, but it also is like kind of painful. Like so many. This is so sad. I need to play like Animal Crossing or something after this, because this is not vibing with me. No ma'am. No ma'am, it's not. Did I already write today? I did. So I already did some murder mystery stuff today. This is this is like superfluous murder mystery stuff. This is extra death. I should have gotten an achievement. I can't believe you got all the deaths and got arrested before you're gonna get a good ending. I should have gotten an achievement. Is it like a Steam achievement, or is it like in the game? Because I didn't like achievements here. Oh! You died in all the possible deaths within the game. Wahoo! I love that for me. My 2 achievements. Nobody loves me, and I died all the ways that I could. Okay, so that means the rest of the endings aren't deaths. Okay, that's cool. Then how come there's like 7 fucking teen for everybody? That's a lot of fucking endings. It's a lot of endings. How did you even have time? No Steve achievements, I'm afraid. Just in-game ones. I'll take in-game ones. I'll take them to the bank. I'll deposit these. Here's the thing. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. How long did this take you to write? Because this has got so much crap in it. Like so much like endings and deaths and this, that, and the other. Like this had to have taken you like a year. Like surely. Like at minimum a year, and then probably more. Was this one also on Kickstarter, or did you just pulled this one out? You were just like, I got you. About a year. Yeah, that was my guess. Literally after I just said that. So I guess there is I don't know what the like criteria is for successfully saving Jesse or failing to save or dying, because that option you'll either die or you save Jesse, because I've done that. This was your first game, no Kickstarter? Damn. You gotta promote this shit some more. You gotta I don't know if this is something you do or if it's something Twitch does, but it doesn't have like cover art on Twitch, and I feel like it should. Because it deserves it. Because it's fucking... I can tell you, but spoilers, don't tell me anything. No, no, no. I don't even remember what I asked you to tell me. I guess the criteria for saving Jesse are falling out of the tree. But, you know... I don't care. You're not sure how to put that on Twitch? I don't know. We'll look it up. We'll look it up later. Or you can look it up. I don't know. In any case, we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna not fall out of the tree. It's gonna be great. I covered my face. Yep. He's dying. It sucks. Yep. It's time for me to do my Duolingo. I'm not going to. For your first game, it holds up decently. It really does. It really does. I would say plot-wise especially. It's got a lot of shit going for it. We gotta play As You Know It next. And we gotta wait on that, In Blood. We gotta get that. We gotta get that. You would do it a lot differently now. That's the way it goes. You live and you learn. I woke up feeling almost numb. I didn't want to get out of bed, but my stomach growled in complaint. I kind of wanted to see Matt, though. Poor Jesse. He was so damn young. Joey, he didn't deserve to die like that. And Mary, poor Mary. I covered my face, groaned, and then made myself head downstairs to the dining room. As much as I wanted to just lay in bed and feel awful, I had to try to remain as positive as possible. Without the signal fire to tend to, it was getting harder and harder to motivate myself to do anything. I headed into the dining room to grab something to eat. Susan was there, sitting alone. Hey, Susan. I tried to force a smile, but it didn't work. She looked at me, but said nothing. I made a quick breakfast and ate it without tasting it. In fact, it didn't taste all that great, so once the hunger faded a little, I stopped. While I ate, I could feel Susan watching me, but she could Susan, not this again. Susan, my love, I didn't kill him. If I did, I didn't know that I killed him. We don't have time for this, Susan. Susan. She wasn't speaking, I got it to leave. She came, she followed me. I headed out of the dining room, the tension come out of the room. Susan followed me. She went on now. Susan, are you alright? You look upset. Of course I'm upset! First Mary's death, then Joey's death, and now Jesse's death. It's just too much! Drawn by the commotion, the others started to join us. Susan? What's going on? I just can't sit around here and do nothing anymore. This is different than the last scene because Jesse died, so it's a different scene. We only have a few more days and the boat will be here. Don't any of you care about what's been happening? Of course we do. Of course we care. We need to try our best to stay calm so we don't do anything drastic. Look at what happened to the others. We're hurting ourselves more than any murderer would have. Telltale, you know what? It was you. Yeah, bullshit. What? This is all because of you. Susan, please calm down. You were in the house all alone with Kent when he died. No one else was in the mansion. We were all out on the beach. You can't be serious. After what he did, coming on to you like that, maybe you wanted revenge or you were mad that I interrupted you and went to him. When he turned you down, you stabbed him. What? You're crazy. There is no way Telltale killed him. How can you accuse her? You're only saying that because of what's going on between you two. Susan, even if she did it, right now we need to stay calm and let the police deal with it after the boat comes. I didn't do it, Carl. See, you think it was her too. Everyone knows about you and Matt. It's not like you two have been discreet. So? Oh, look at Ray. Susan, this isn't helping anything. So, it needs to be said. Please, Susan, this isn't helping. I really do think it was someone who came to the island and left after the murder. What me and Telltale do is none of your damn business. Ooh, this is getting out of hand, guys. Everybody's mad at each other, and Ray's gonna kill Matt, probably. Maybe, probably not. She needs to admit it. Telltale, admit what you did. Susan, please. I can never do something like that. I got a red heart for that one. Hang on. I wanna see what the heart options are. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. I got a blue one for that one. Okay, so the last one must be Matt. Seriously, fuck off. Yep. I'm going back to my room. Fine, run away. It just proves that I'm right. I left, ignoring Susan as she shouted at my back. A few hours passed. I spent most of the time pacing and trying to settle myself down. I knew I didn't kill anybody. When the police came, they'd see that it wasn't me, with fingerprints or something. We couldn't even be sure it wasn't someone off the island. Maybe whoever it was came and went so fast we didn't notice. Soft knocking on the door made me jump. I opened the door and saw Matt with some food. He held it out for me. I took the food and moved to let Matt into my room. I know it wasn't you. I had motive and opportunity, you know that. I don't care about that. If it wasn't you, it had to have been someone else, but who? Why does it matter? When the police come, they can figure it out. I'm worried that the evidence won't be any good since all this time has passed, and if the others insist it was you. You mean I'm the best suspect? Yeah, but that's only if we can't find a better one. You've been trying to solve this since it happened, and you've gotten nowhere. You're right about that. What about you? You have any ideas? I munched on the food he had brought me. Who would have killed the professor and why? The big question. You know what's really twisted? The killer hasn't even been that much of a threat to us. We've been more of a threat to ourselves. It's paranoia and probably some kind of claustrophobia or cabin fever. I don't want to think about the killer right now. Can you just keep me company and get my mind off this madness for now? Tomorrow we can go back to being detectives. Okay. No matter what happens, I've got your back. I just want to make sure you know that. Matt, you're acting all chivalrous. Yeah, well, I mean, you know how I feel. Matt and I sat in my room, playing cards and chatting. He seemed to be trying really hard to lift my mood. When I started to get tired, he left to go to his room. I managed to fall asleep. I heard some noises and opened my eyes. I leaned up and looked around. It was dark and I couldn't really tell what was going on. Hey, girlie. I didn't find anything. What were you looking for exactly? I was so sleepy that I couldn't make sense of what was going on. It doesn't matter. I know you did it. I'm going back to my room. She left. I stared at the door for a minute, trying to figure out what had just happened. I looked around my room and saw that a lot of stuff had been opened and strewn about. Was she going through my things? Why? What the hell was she thinking? I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. I ended up sitting in my room until it was morning. I needed to find Matt. Luckily, he was still in his room. Oh, you got the green one. What happened? I woke up and Susan was going through my things. What the fuck is wrong with her? She was looking for proof that I had killed Kent. I wonder if it's possible that Susan is the killer. It would explain why she's so desperate to pin the blame on you. She was the last person to see him alive, as far as I know. What do you think? If we focus on one suspect, maybe we can find some hard evidence. Let's use our brains. Because I, in real life, don't think it was Susan, but I could be wrong. And the other option is stop trying to figure it out. And I think that's going to land me in jail again. So I think let's try to pin it on Susan. Matt, I'm so glad that you trust me. Who said I trusted you? Maybe I think Black Widows are hot. Shut up. You probably do. Come on, let's get some breakfast and waste the day away. There isn't anything we can do about it right now. Sounds good. Don't worry, I won't let anyone blame you for this. Thank you, Matt. I spent the day with Matt. He tried to keep my spirits up and we kept each other busy. I tried not to let Susan's misplaced suspicion get to me, but it wasn't easy. I felt okay until I was alone in my bed that night. Then I just felt... I didn't even know how to describe it. Numb, maybe? The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Nighttime was starting to feel really lonely. I was starting to consider inviting Matt to stay with me overnight. So how do you want to do this? Matt sat in my room, having brought breakfast. He was eager to get started. Well, I thought I would eat one end of the toast first, and then maybe the middle. Okay. Give me a minute to think, will you? We're just trying to prove that you didn't murder someone. No big deal, no rush. Maybe we should look for clues. Let's go through Susan's stuff. Fuck Susan. She was in my room going through my shit. Even if I don't find anything, I just want to... I had to clean all that shit up. You know? Let's look for clues. Matt and I started to scour the upper level, but found nothing. We moved on to the lower level. We continued to search the house, but found nothing. Eventually, we decided to go outside when we caught a glimpse of Susan heading into the woods. Matt and I exchanged looks before following her as quietly as possible. Susan finally stepped beside stopped beside where the professor had been buried. She kneeled beside the shallow grave and began to speak to herself. I don't think she had noticed that she had gained an audience. I had another dream about you last night. You were alive and everything was fine. I was really happy until I woke up. Not just because you're dead now either, you bastard. She sniffled and kept talking, her voice shaky. I loved you. I loved you no matter what you did. I loved you too much. I never really saw what kind of man you were. I think I was aware on some level, but I ignored it. You thought it was great that I was so stupid, didn't you? You could do whatever you wanted, and I was always there, waiting when you were done. I can't even grieve for you properly because I'm so angry about you trying to make a move on Telltale. Being drunk isn't an excuse, damn it. Susan broke down into tears, and our words became torn apart by sobs. Matt and I exchanged looks and backed away. We headed back up to my room. Holy shit. I know, right? So Susan was romantically involved with the professor. Well, we fucking knew that! Yeah, I guess that was kind of obvious, but now we both know for sure. And she was angry with him. She was really upset by what happened that night. Do you think she could have been furious enough to... It's possible, sure. It's a motive, at least. I nodded and sat on my bed. Matt sat beside me and we discussed what we had seen. Before long, we found that we were only going in circles, so we took a break to grab a bottle of wine and sit on the beach. Matt offered to stay with me until I fell asleep, but I urged him to go back to his own room. I could be alone at night, though I appreciated the thought. The day's over. Morning, again. At least it was the last week here. Soon, I would be off this horrible island, and hopefully not wrongfully imprisoned. Matt knocked on my door and then walked in without waiting for me to reply. Telltale, I am in a bad mood. You don't look like it. That's because I'm with you now. Let's hang out on the beach today. I can't take the stench of this place anymore. Sounds good to me. I got up and stretched. Matt watched me but then blushed and turned away. Ready? Ready enough. We grabbed some snacks, drinks, and a big old blanket to take out to the beach. I'm gonna miss being just a few feet away from this. He motioned towards the ocean. Would you want to live close to the beach? It would be great until a hurricane hit. Hurricanes aren't too common up north, but I guess you're right. Though, maybe it would be worth it. Just for a few years, maybe? Yeah, leave your house and walk along the waves whenever you want. Sounds nice. Maybe when this is over, me and you, we could get some shack near the beach. I wish. It's hard to find stuff like that now. Well, yeah, they have condos and apartments, though. Maybe the university will give us a bunch of hush money. We could get a place with that. I blinked and realized just what he was saying. You want to live with me? I mean, it would be cheaper and stuff. That is a little fast. But, like... It's a video game, so I'm kind of like... Okay, I got a heart. Okay. We spent a nice day relaxing on the beach. We watched the sunset before heading inside. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Another morning, not much longer. Matt came into my room, as was now the custom, and sat on my bed with me. What are you thinking? Do you want to look for more clues or ask around about Susan? I should have known. So? Let's ask around, because clues didn't come up with anything. Let's ask around. Okay. Okay, let's just ask some stuff of the others about Susan. Someone might know something that is suspicious. Good idea. At the stairs, we ran into Ray. Hey, what's up, man? Ray gave me a quick nod and then turned his full attention to Matt. I just finished doing the dishes. Do you think you could stop leaving bowls of hardened oatmeal on the counter? It isn't me doing it. That's me, actually, from last night. Sorry. Oh, don't worry about it, Telltale. After Susan blew up at you, I'm sure a dirty bowl was the last thing on your mind. Anyway, can we ask you some questions? I guess. What do you know about Susan? Any reasons she might be so desperate to point blame at me? Anything weird about her? You're trying to dig up dirt on her or something because of what she said to you? Can you blame me? No, of course not. Unfortunately, I have not spent a lot of time with her. I have nothing to share, but I'll keep it in mind for you. Well, you were no help then. Thanks, Ray. Let us know if you learn anything. Come on, Matt, let's go. I broke them up before an argument occurred. Let's find Carl. He's in the greenhouse. Thanks, Ray. No problem. What a creep. You're awfully grumpy right now. Sorry, let's just go find Carl. He must know that Ray likes me. Telltale, I'm so glad to see you out and around. I was worried what Susan said would make you hide in your room. Carl picked up a fallen flower and offered it to me. Matt scowled, but said nothing. Did you know Susan before the trip? Yeah, why? Do you think she could have killed the professor? Why is everyone so obsessed with blaming the murder on each other? Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Listen, Susan could never have killed Kent. They were in a relationship. It was rocky, but she adored him. I'm going for a walk. Telltale, if you need anything, let me know. Don't be too angry with Susan. She's mourning. The night he was killed, Susan caught the professor hitting on you. Maybe that was enough to send her over the edge. Maybe. It seems to be the only thing we have to go on. Matt and I gave up on trying to get more information for now. We sat on the beach until the sun went down, a bottle of wine between us. As night fell, we ate a poor dinner and went our separate ways. I started to ask Matt to stay with me, but stopped. Maybe it would be too much. I mean, I just agreed to move in with him. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Another morning. Better get some breakfast. This fucking music. I don't want this fucking music. I don't want this fucking music. I was leaving the dining room when Ray came in. Oh, hey, Ray. I tried to keep walking, but he stepped in my path. Telltale, I need to ask you something. Okay, what is it? Uh-oh. Is what Susan said about Matt true? Are you guys... Should I lie? I was so shocked by the question. It took me a minute to realize what he meant. I want to say him again. I'm scared. I'm scared for no reason. Yeah. What do you find so appealing about Matt? I gave him a strange look, but couldn't help but answer. Matt's really sweet when you get to know him. Matt is an ass. He's violent. He could hurt you. He's not violent. Violent? I'm not so sure about that. I'm just thinking about your safety. How can you let a guy like that get so close to you? Hey, Ray? Hey, Ray? Hey, Ray? Hey, back up, Ray. Hey, back up, Ray. Ray, what the hell? He's just gonna hurt you. I need you to see that before it's too late. He could have killed the professor and you could be next. Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. You think Matt is the killer and it's going to kill me next? I can tell you don't believe me. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. Evidence? Evidence, baby? Show it to me. Show me the evidence. Look, Ray. Why won't you listen to me? Telltale, I just want you to be safe, okay? If you want to be with someone so badly... Oh, I can't do this, Ray. What about me? What? I would keep you safe no matter what. And I would make sure Susan stopped trying to blame all of this on you. I would never, ever hurt you. Ray, what's going on? You're acting really weird. Just answer, okay? I was a little freaked out now. I looked around, but we were alone. No one else was in sight. Shit, I really wanted to go back to my room. Ray just kept looking at me, but his eyes seemed unfocused. You seem like a nice guy and all. Telltale, how can I make you understand? Susan walked into the room, breaking Ray out of his weird trance. He blinked and looked from her to me. What are you guys doing? I was just leaving. Okay. I turned and got the hell out of there. Was Ray starting to break under all the pressure and paranoia? Hey, where's Matt? Is he dead? Where's Matt? Hey, knock knock. Matty boy. I'm scared. I'm scared. I needed to find Matt. Okay, he's still alive. I opened Matt's door, not bothering to knock. Whoa, Telltale, what's wrong? Ray just... I don't even know how to explain it. I tried my best to relay to Matt what Ray had said to me. It was all so strange. You should stay with me tonight. I'll sleep on the floor if you want me to, but please, we can push something up against the door and... Do you really think that's necessary? Maybe, maybe not. Please, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, but if you snore, I'm kicking you out of bed. Deal. I packed up my things and moved them to Matt's room. Tomorrow was the last day anyway. With everything that had happened, with Ray's odd behavior, I was relieved to not be alone. Soon this would be over. The boat would come tomorrow morning. When night fell, I laid back and relaxed with Matt. Staying in his room wasn't such a bad idea. I wished I'd thought of it sooner. Am I gonna throw up? Yes. Morning came and I was in a tangle of limbs with Matt. If it was any other day... I pulled away and shook him awake. The boat will be here soon. Let's go wait on the beach. Eager, huh? Aren't you? I guess I am, but I also worry about what'll happen when we tell everyone what happened. It's all so crazy. I threw my arms around him. When we get off of this island, let's go on a real date. Okay, I'll plan something special. Aw, that'll be nice. The boat came, and what followed was a circus of investigations and accusations. Before I knew it, a year had passed. They never found the murderer? Telltale, hand me that, thing. Spatula? Yeah, that. I handed it to him and watched him scramble the egg yolks in the pan. He wasn't the best cook, but he made good breakfast. We had moved in together and we were living quite happily. One day we hoped to open our own independent bookstore, or at least that was the plan. Stop! That's so cute! We went from, like, I'm gonna die to the whiplash. I can't do it anymore. Susan hadn't been found guilty. No one was really convinced that she had done it. Unfortunately, the case still remained unsolved. As for the others... Yesterday I had visited the small memorial garden in Mary's name and left some flowers. I didn't know where Jesse had been buried, so I would just leave flowers at the memorial garden that the university had built. Joey's parents sued the school, and the island was sold. The school canceled all programs that offered any kind of off-campus travel. I had Matt, though, and we were quite happy. Did that say Jesse's grave? Yeah. Oh, I didn't get, like, an ending CG? Okay, well, it's the good ending. You romance Matt and got the Matt and Telltale versus Susan good ending. That's good. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Jamie. Thanks. That's nice, I guess. There's a... Maybe that's for the bad ending. Oh. I romance Matt. You didn't manage to say Mary, Josie, Joey, or Jesse. Wait, you can save the other ones? Wait, how? What? Wait, are all the death choices like there's a chance you die and there's a chance you save them? Stop. No, can you save everybody? I'm gonna fucking throw up. I'm so mad. Can you save them all? I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. You can save them all, but not Kent. What? I thought that might have been the case when I saved Jesse, but... Oh, what? I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. Me and Squonk are out of here. Man, fuck this shit. I hate it here. I hate this school. I hate this school. I'm dropping out. I don't want to be a literature major anymore. I'm gonna major in fucking... I'm gonna major in murdering people, I guess. I hate this school. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Jamie, I don't want you to misconstrue this as me not enjoying this game. It's a very good game. I'm just fucking bumming myself out really hard. And I want a break from this. Y'all want to play Stardew Valley or some shit? Because... I can't do it no more. And we can come back to... I definitely want to complete this game. There's no mistaking that. I definitely want to complete this game. But, We got the spatula ending. That's funny, it wasn't called the spatula ending in the text. The spatula ending called it the matte versus fat. Where's the kissing one? There it is. I do like that I picked the green highlights for the matte route. I should plan to do that in all of them. Oh, look at the, I didn't even notice the fucking, like, rose petals. Stop, that's cute. But then I'm missing a CG, probably. I'm gonna assume it's the death CG, even if it's not the death CG. That's what I'm going to assume it is. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I know you're dying to hear what I'm thinking. You always are. You always are. You're always like, oh, thank God, she's gonna tell me what she thinks. That's my favorite thing, when she does that. Actually, before I get too crazy. Oh, it's doing the thing again where I can't update it. I was gonna leave the sexy matte CG up while I figured out what I was doing. I think no, I still have Stardew Valley. I need to do something wholesome because I'm suffering. I had already decided that no matter where we landed this day, next week's not gonna be this game because I just feel like we should shake it up a little bit. I think we should take a break. And maybe next time, maybe 2 weeks from now when I pick up another... I'll stream something else next week. 2 weeks from now we'll do Carl's route. The amount of endings. It's incredible. It's good. We know Ray's the murderer. We know he is. I'm just beating around the bush about it. So I think we should take like a 10-minute break. I'm gonna stop streaming. And if you want to come back for a little Stardew Valley... or something else wholesome. What do I have? I've got, hang on, look at my, oh, do I not have screen capture anymore? Oh wait, display capture, there it is. Like, okay, here's what I have. I have Idle Manager. I know Robin wants me to play that. I don't want to play that. We got 2 Point Hospital, Among Us, Stardew Valley, The Witness. I don't want to play The Witness. Studio Tycoon. The Blackwell Legacy, those games are actually pretty fun. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. I was thinking of playing that this week, but then I remembered I had this game and I wanted to play it. Yeah, I think we're gonna break for like 10 minutes and come back with some Stardew Valley just so that I can ease my... I'm like, adrenaline, like, too high, I'm gonna throw up, that sort of thing. So, thank you for tuning in. Good video game, good video game. You know it's good when it's making me physically... I need to lie down. That's when you know it's good. I will see you. We're not playing Idle Manager because I don't have the the other episodes up yet. I have so much shit to do, please. Don't you want to see what a like 5-year-old Stardew Valley farm looks like for somebody who fucking hates making things look nice? I know you do. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, you don't even sweat it. I have to run, but have fun. All right, thank you for hanging out while I played it. I will let you know. I'll tweet it out next time I pick it up. Maybe week after next. Bye-bye.